welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Parker. My name is David Howard, and I am a minister here at this beautiful community. I have the blessed honor of being that, and so welcome this morning. Thank you for bringing your light and love. I love the energy. We're all singing and hugging and greeting each other, and wow, I'm kind of booming up here. But,
It's the voice of God.
Thank you so much. And I'm guessing, I want to just, before we go any further, introduce our guest artist today. I'm guessing that that's the reason some of you are here today, actually. It's because we have Jami Lula with us today. Yes, our guest artist. I went on his website just a minute ago and looked up his bio, and there's a lot of information there. I'm not going to try to read it all to you, so if you want to learn more about Jami, please go on his website. He has some CDs and things over here on the table, so please stop by after service and meet Jami and take some of his beautiful music and spirit home with you. But one thing I do want to share with you, and I think for me, it really is, with all the accolades and all of the awards and things that Jami has been honored with, the thing that spoke to me most as I was reading through his bio is what he says his mission is. And it says Jami's mission is to uplift, heal, open hearts, and inspire individuals to a greater awareness of themselves through his musical gift and life-affirming message. And so we're overjoyed to have Jami with us today to share his music and his spirit and know that he is living his mission and sharing that with us. So thank you, Jami, for being here. And thank you again, Jen Kelly, for being here and sharing your spirit. As always, DJ and Alan who are here with us today. We are abundantly blessed with beautiful music and talented musicians here at Center for Spiritual Living Parker. And so thank you all for being here, and thank you. So just a couple of things I want to share with you. As you walked in, you may have seen the welcome table over here along with Jami's table. There's information there about Center for Spiritual Living Parker. There's also a sign-up sheet. Next week, following service, we're going to have a new member orientation. And it's only about 45 minutes to an hour. It's not, you don't have to be here all afternoon or anything. But if you'd like to come, and if you are a new member or if you're new to the community, you just want to learn a little bit more about Centers for Spiritual Living, and specifically in Parker, please come and be a part of that as well. It's, again, right after service next week. And it'll be somewhere back in the back over here. So please stick around for that. And what else have we got going on? Let's see. Dr. Vern, you got a class starting this week. You want to come up and tell us a little bit about that?
Sure.
Great. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm delighted about the idea of opening hearts because I really think that's the mission of all of us on this planet right now. And in our class, the Bridal Chamber, that is what we're going to do. We're going to spend 6 weeks in what I would call a very purifying and cleansing process, each week releasing the hold that the world of form has on us. And then at the end of that, about week 5, we're going to each build our own bridal chamber, and then week 6, we're going to have a very special ceremony that is a surprise that we will have for both the Wednesday and the Thursday class. Wednesday is in person at my home alongside a beautiful waterfall, which will assist in the cleansing, and then Thursday's class is via Zoom for those who can't always be in person. And then I just want to draw attention to this beautiful altar up here that Janice DeBaca put together this morning, and it's just gorgeous. Thank you, Janice. All right, that's it for me, Reverend David. Who's next?
I think you will be.
Okay, I guess I'm next. I am doing the reading today. I just found out this morning that I was practitioner on duty today. Didn't even wear my stole, so that's how much I'm in the loop. But I'll tell you what, my heart's always open, so come see me afterwards, back at one of those chairs if you'd like prayer treatment. This is from the Science of Mind magazine, August 2020, and the whole theme that month was on inclusion. This one is called The Next Step. This is from John chapter 14, verse 9. Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. And this is from Ernest Holmes, words that heal today. Today's actions produce tomorrow's results. If today's actions are noble, tomorrow's reactions will also be noble. And the writer says there is no end to the journey of inclusion. It's like going to a Disney park and realizing that no matter how many times you go, there will always be something new to experience, or a new ride, exhibit, or event to enjoy. Spirit envisioned and created a world that works for everyone. This perfect world already exists in the mind of God. But in the collective consciousness of humanity, we don't always recognize or value the planet we live on. We don't always recognize or engage respectfully with the variety of people in the world. We don't always recognize or accept that our individual choices lead to personal and collective consequences that separate us from experiencing unity and harmony. It is now time that you choose to be an example of inclusion in action. Is it time for you to be someone who teaches others about oneness through your actions and your words? Are you ready to take a stand daily for mutual respect and boundless love? When people interact with you, be sure they know you see them as an equal, valuable, beautiful, and valued expression of spirit. Show them you recognize their worth. Be an example of love. This is the next step, and the next step, and the step after that. Thank you.
We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. Keep singing that, please. We are holy, Spirit divine.
again where you are. Take a deep breath. Feel your body supported by the chair. Feel your feet against the floor, connected to the energy of the Mother Earth that rises to meet us. The energy of the earth that sustains and nurtures us physically. Breathe into the energy of this space, of this gathering today, and allow that, the energy of love, this resonant field of love that we co-create here as we gather, as we come together, as we open our hearts as expressions of that divine love, and we feel together our oneness, our unity. As we invite the awareness of the spirit of life and love that is forever and always animating these bodies, inspiring our minds, breathing us into being, we open ourselves up, inviting the awareness, Spirit divine, come to me, come into my awareness right here, right now. Feeling the love, healing the body, healing the mind of any ideas of lack and limitation or separation, healing the heart of any fear or worry or doubt. We invite that life to be the source of the healing, of whatever healing we are inviting today. So we breathe into that, feeling into it, feeling every fiber of our being resonating with that life, living in me, living in you, living as each of us today. Just delight for a moment as you surrender into that life, allowing everything else to just fall away as much as possible. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let the peace wash over us. We let the joy wash over us and wash through us, allowing everything else to be washed away so that we are perfectly wholly whole in our awareness. So allow yourself for a moment in your own silence to be in a space of knowing, claiming, allowing spirit, life, love, joy, peace to move in you, through you, as you, reclaiming your divine nature right here, right now. As you breathe into that awareness of that, hearing that still small voice of spirit saying to you, you are holy, holy, holy. You are whole. You are perfect. You are complete. Right here, right now, just as you are. And join with me in affirming that for yourself. I am holy, holy, holy. I am whole. Together. I am holy, holy, holy. I am whole. And breathe into that, allowing the music, allowing the words, allowing the vibration to resonate in you, through you. as we once again intone that together.
We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. I am whole. I am whole. You are whole. You are whole. We are
And really allow yourself to breathe that all the way down through the bottom of your feet, grounding that awareness in truth, right here, right now. And we do truly let it be, allowing it to be. And so it is.
naked, Lord, I'm naked. You can't see me. Naked, Lord, I'm naked. You can't see me. Because I've been hiding behind my garbage. Hiding behind my garbage. Naked, I'm naked. You can't see me. Oh, naked, Lord, I'm naked. You can't see me. Jami Lula, everybody.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you all for that. What a great song. So, as I said last week, some of you were here last week, I talked about how we have in Center for Spiritual Living yearly themes, global themes, monthly themes, weekly themes. And the title that was given for this week was Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So I thought, okay, let's play with that a little bit. So I'm just curious, how many of us could sing together, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star? Let's try. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. What's the next verse? I think that was beautiful. We should start a choir. Oh my gosh. I didn't know there were other verses. But I was fascinated when I went online and looked for the lyrics. When the blazing sun is gone, when ye nothing shines upon, then you show your little light, twinkle, twinkle, all the night. Then the traveler in the dark thanks you for your tiny spark. He could not see which way to go if you did not twinkle so. In the dark blue sky you keep, and often through my curtains peep. For you never shut your eye till the sun is in the sky. As your bright and tiny spark lights the traveler in the dark, though I know not what you are, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. So I'm wondering how many of us as children, obviously we learned it, right? And the idea of wondering, looking up into a dark blue or black sky as a child, and seeing these little glowing diamond-looking things in the sky, wondering, what are you? And so many things about being a child in that place of wonder. I wonder, why do bunny rabbits hop? How do bunny rabbits hop? How, why, what, wonder. But I think when we get older, we sometimes lose that sense of wonder, don't we? We come to this idea that we know. Well, we know what stars are. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I looked it up in Wikipedia, and I was like, I still don't understand what stars are. A lot of technical stuff here. I don't know. It's like, okay, doesn't make any sense to me, but we have this idea. We know that they're out there. And we come to this understanding that, like the little song says, you're there all the time. But I don't see it until it gets dark. I'm not seeing the light until I'm willing to look into the darkness and have a sense of wonder. Now, what is that? But what we know about that now is that, yeah, they're always there. And what we know about that, too, is that the star, like the beautiful words to this, lyrics to this song, they have guided travelers for centuries through the dark, navigating on the sea and on the land. They've looked at stars, and the stars have guided them where they're going. in night. So they're always there, always guiding, if we're willing to look, and if we're willing to wonder about what they are, where they are. It's a great story in the Christian scriptures about people following a star, right? Following a star to Bethlehem, where the baby was born. So this idea of looking into the night sky and wondering, seeing these glowing balls of energy and being guided by it. And as adults, I think we sometimes have to set an intention to do that, don't we? When is the last time you went outside at dark, just lay down in the grass or whatever, on your bench or whatever, and just looked up in the sky and wondered, what are all those things up there? How many are there? I think we have to set an intention to do that. Because wonder opens us up to learning, to growing, to knowing, doesn't it? When we think we know, I mean, how many of us are in a relationship with somebody for years and I know you by now. I know everything about you. Is that true, though? Can we be in that sense of wonder? And I think for us as adults, sometimes it does take an intention to stop, to breathe, to really allow the things that distract us to sort of fall away. You know, children at that age are just in the moment. Can we just be in the moment? And be in that place of curiosity. You know what happened? What's so amazing about that? When we can do that with the stars or with the trees or with the rocks or with the animals or whatever it is, what I find is that at some point we can be looking and it's just this wonder turns into amazement. How does this happen? And then amazement becomes awe. Oh my gosh. The vastness of that. The mystery of that. The miracle of that. And even beyond that, I am a part of all of that. And it is a part of me. What an amazing, awesome experience. And it can be very simple. And I think as adults, when we're talking about darkness, and that's what we've been talking about this month, is light within the darkness, light within the shadow. And how getting in touch with the light within us, the light within the darkness, the light within the shadow, helps us to live fully. Because that's our global theme for the year, living out loud. And can we approach our inner darkness, what we think is our inner darkness, the feelings we'd rather not feel, the things we'd rather not think, the things we don't really want other people to know about us. Hiding behind our garbage, so to speak, right? As Jami sang about. Can we approach even that with a sense of wonder? Think about it. Are we willing to set an intention? Nobody else has to be a part of it, unless you want them to be. Can we set an intention, just like we would if we were looking at the night sky and trying to figure out what those stars are, to stop and breathe, and let the distractions fall away. I was talking with someone yesterday about all the distractions that go on in our lives. We're busy, we're working, we're watching television, we're on the internet, we're tied to our phones, we have all of these things that distract us from being really present with ourselves. And are we willing to stop? Sometimes we're not, are we? Because it's kind of scary. What if I am really alone with myself? What am I going to find? Maybe I won't like it. But again, if we're really choosing, setting an intention to live out loud, that's something that I think is important. So we're willing to stop, let things fall away, and be curious. What am I feeling? What's really going on with me? Why am I feeling angry? Why am I feeling frustrated? Why am I feeling apathetic? Why am I feeling joy? Why am I feeling anything? And really inquire about what that is. As I was thinking about this and meditating on it and writing, I thought, hey, what if we had our own little ditty? And so I came up with this. Twinkle, twinkle, oh my soul, how I wonder what you hold. Diamond of my heart, so bright, like a beacon in the night. Guide me to the self I seek. What sweet longings do you keep? Twinkle, twinkle, oh my soul, I wonder what you hold. Jay, help me with that. Sorry. Yeah, I'll get it. So can we approach ourselves with that level of curiosity? What's going on with me? When we have an interaction with somebody and we get upset or something happens, can we stop? Breathe. Allow the distractions to fall away and just be with ourselves. Give ourselves some empathy. What's happening with me? What am I really longing for in my life in this interaction? Somebody says something to you and it just triggers you, it pisses you off, and you think, I know none of you have ever done that. I'm the only one. I'm talking about myself. But instead of that, can we go, I'm curious. What's happening right now? What was I really wanting in this interaction with this person? Some kindness, some respect, some honoring, some care. And when that doesn't happen, whoa. So what am I longing for? I was trying to think of what would be a really good example of that we could all relate to. And what came to me, I don't want to use anything from my life. So what I thought about this parable from the Christian scripture that many of us are familiar with called the prodigal son. And many of you are probably my age or so, and you heard of Paul Harvey. The rest of the story. What is the rest of the story that was left out of the parable of the prodigal son? So we know the story where he takes all his inheritance and he goes to the big city and he wants to have this life and he parties and he probably buys drinks for his friends and he wants to be a big shot and he wants to be the man, right? This is my story. So he comes in and he spends all his money and all of a sudden he's destitute and he's living with the hogs, right? Feeding with the hogs. And the story says, then he came to himself. What does that mean? Well, what I love about parables is they can mean pretty much whatever you want it to mean. However you interpret it. And however you interpret it for what's going on in your life right now. So what I interpret that to mean right now in the context of what we're talking about is that he, in that moment, came to himself and he stopped. And he breathed and he realized everything else had just fallen away. He was left alone with himself. And he began to wonder, what's going on with me? I'm feeling sad, feeling lonely, feeling depressed. What is my soul really longing for? And he was a pretty aware guy. So he says, oh, I really just wanted to be loved. I just wanted to belong. I just wanted to have a place where I felt part of and accepted and valued. Did I go about it in a way that would achieve that? Oh, probably not. But I always felt that at home. So I'm going to go back there. And we know what happened there. But what we know about this story metaphysically is that going home was not taking a journey somewhere physically, it's coming home to the self, coming home to knowing, coming home to that place of, I am already loved, I am already belong. My Father, Source, God, has given me everything I could possibly need. And so it's coming home to that place of knowing self again. To get there, sometimes we have to go through darkness. But you see, just like that, the stars, it's there within us, that diamond, a sparkling self to guide us, right? Guide us through the night, guide us through the darkness. Help us. But our opportunity is to connect with it and then to respond from that. There's also another thing I want to share with you today that baffled me really when I first read it. But you know what I was just saying about the parables? You can interpret it however you want to interpret it. This is a saying from the Gospel of Thomas, which I think I shared last week, a saying from the Gospel of Thomas. It's a Gospel of Thomas is just a collection of the sayings of Jesus. And this is what Jesus is reported to have said. Let one who seeks not stop seeking until that person finds. And upon finding, they will be disturbed. And being disturbed, they will be amazed and reign over the entire universe. But what that means to me is that no matter what darkness we find ourselves in, and the most, I would say, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but the most important darkness I believe that we can face is the darkness of our belief in separation. The darkness that we believe we're not divine. And in that darkness, there's a great deal of fear. And I think we see that in many ways, but can we see it in ourselves? And for me today, in what context of what we're talking about, I think that's what Jesus was saying. If you find yourself in the darkness of separation and loneliness and fear, thinking you're separate from God, thinking you're separate from each other, thinking you're separate from anything that can create darkness, seek. Go into the darkness. Go into that place that you feel alone and afraid. Set aside time to do that. And I would say every day, set aside some time to do that. And don't stop seeking. Because when you find, you might be disturbed. You might be disturbed by all of the, I'm going to use the word crap, garbage, that has been layered over your divinity in your own mind. When we discover that, it can be disturbing, can't it? What other people have taught us, what we have come to believe because of our religion or whatever it is, it can be disturbing. But as Jesus said, keep going, keep seeking, go deeper into that darkness, because as you experience the light in that darkness, there is amazement. And even in all of that, I'm amazed to find my light, my true self. And in that amazement, there's awe. Isn't there that sense of awe? Kind of like I was talking about with the stars. You recognize it's been there all the time. And I'm amazed at the mystery and the vastness, and it can't be contained. There are no boundaries for that self. It is connected to the whole. It is a part of the whole, and the whole is a part of it, and that is who you are. That is what you are. And then when you know that, as Jesus said, then you will reign. It doesn't mean you're going to be the king or the queen of the world, but you will rise above, so to speak, in your consciousness, the darkness. But that doesn't mean you're going to escape it. It means you have the consciousness to be able to continue to go into it, right? And when stuff comes up for you, you're not overwhelmed by it. You're not taken under by it. Because you know who you are. And even more than that, you know who the other is. Because you're all one. And when we can approach our lives from that perspective, we're no longer controlled by our garbage, our darker emotions. We can learn to be with that. We can learn to be in it. And we can learn to let that light shine. Because no matter how dark it is, there's always light. And this interplay of that. I asked Janice to bring this plate today because it is the Taoist symbol of the yin and yang, and it's usually black and white, and you see how it's usually black and one's white and there's black within the white, and it's just a great symbol of that idea. That even in the light there's darkness, and in the darkness there's light. It's an interplay. And our opportunity is to be aware. Where are we playing? And be in that place of wonder. So I'm going to invite you this week, as you go about your day, to take some time. It doesn't have to be a long time. But just stop and breathe. Allow some things to fall away. Be alone. Quiet. And be in that place of curiosity and wonder. What's happening in me? Twinkle, twinkle, oh my soul. Oh, how I wonder what you hold. Diamond in my heart so bright, guide me with your shining light. And let that connection with that soul, whatever you find there, guide you, direct you, inform you, inspire you. And allow yourself to be amazed at what you find. Wow. And then allow yourself to invite this feeling of awe. Whoa! Or aha! And have that experience. However that shows up for you. And what I know from my own experience is that we don't have to go looking for it. We don't have to go looking for opportunities. If you're like me, they show up every day. Our opportunity to be present with ourselves. And be curious about what's in the dark. Be in wonder. Okay, so let's take a moment, breathe into that place within you. As you come into this quiet space, allowing everything else as much as possible to fall away. And open yourself to that place of wonder. I wonder what I'm feeling. I wonder what values I'm holding. I'm wondering what I'm seeking. I'm wondering what my soul is here to live and express. I wonder, I'm curious. And as you invite that, open yourself, knowing that yes, you might be disturbed at some point when you find that. But be with the disturbance. Be with the disturbance. What is this showing me? What is this here to teach me? How is this guiding my life journey? As you be with that, and just take a moment, this right now, and be with yourself. What is moving in me? Honoring it, and curious about it, giving yourself an empathy, and compassion, and allow yourself to be in that place of, wow, I didn't know that was there. Wow, I didn't know. But I'm glad to know. I'm glad for it to be revealed to me in this moment because I know it is guiding me, it is teaching me, it is helping me to know what I value, to know what I'm wanting to live and what I'm wanting to experience in my life. This place that I might have thought of as darkness, when I'm curious, reveals its light to me. In that place of amazement, open to the experience of awe, knowing that you are connected to the whole. The whole is a part of you. You're a part of the whole. And you're forever in that space, consciousness of unity, oneness, with all beings, with all creation, with all life. And again, we claim it, we allow it, we open to it. As we live life with a sense of wonder. Let's allow that to be our closing affirmation. I live my life with a sense of wonder. Let's say that together. I live my life with a sense of wonder. And so it is.
We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole, my own. I am whole. You are whole. You are whole. We are
Take a breath. So now is a time when we have the opportunity to give and share from our good that always flows through us, to us, and through us as we contribute to the financial well-being. I know many of you do that electronically, and we appreciate that. And you do it recurringly, we appreciate that. So if there's something you're going to share today, just hold it in your hands, hold it in your heart. Just infuse it with your love and light, knowing that we are in the flow of this life and abundance and prosperity, and we are grateful and we are blessed, and so it is.
grateful for your tenderness. Life can feel unkind. Grateful for the way you
you again, Jami, for being here. I'm so blessed by you. And thank you again, Janice, as well. Thank you guys, as always, for being here, blessing us. And thank you for blessing us with your presence. Please stick around, have some refreshments, get to know each other a little bit. And stop by Jami's table over here when you leave as well. So let's just take a moment once again as we know what we're blessing the offering. I forgot. All right, so let's all do this together as we breathe in. We know that we are the expression of divine abundance and prosperity, and we know that it expresses through us in so many ways. And this green energy is just one of those ways that it expresses so beautifully through us. And we are grateful. We are blessed in the giving, and we are blessed in the receiving, and so it is. Amen. So blessings to all of you. Breathe in. Know that you are in this place of divine light and love as you embrace your own spirit of wonder and curiosity this week as you leave here. Take time to gaze into the night sky at the stars. Take time to gaze into your own spirit, your own soul, and take time to be with the very presence of God that you are. We are grateful, and so it is. Together, let us claim, and so it is.
We are the ones that we see.